your lived experience has given each of you a perception that not everybody has. So I'm going to ask you, let's lead with results. I know that you personally have had experiences where your instructional program has produced results that people didn't anticipate. I'm actually not going to start with that. I'm going to start with something. Lisa, you told me once, a long time ago, you said you were an amazing teacher. I mean, nobody worked harder than you. This is my interpretation.
Yes.
Of
Okay.
yes, fair enough. But I know you were an amazing teacher, and all the accolades and all the awards and all the. I mean, I've seen both of your careers evolve, and you said that sometimes your students wouldn't achieve at the levels that your effort that would have corresponded to the level of effort, energy, prep, time that you put into it, and you figured some things out that have shaped what you've decided to do in your career moving forward. Can you speak a little bit to that? I found that fascinating.
So when I was in the classroom, we all think we do our best, and we all think that what we're doing is going to show results, and we work really hard at it. But and I was working really hard, but the results weren't showing, whether it was in students being able to perform on some kind of state assessment. It didn't matter what it was, but I was like, they should be able to do better. They really should. And then I realized, or obviously the work that I do, a big part of it is I get to talk about, like, well, maybe I need to give the students an opportunity to see, and like, they need to be aware of what they're going to be asked. Like, it's unfair to think that what I'm teaching is enough for that. I need to make sure that I'm using the same vocabulary that they're going to see. I don't want to use something that says, oh, number on the top, number on the bottom. No, numerator, denominator. That's a very simple example, but there's some vocabulary mathematics that some teachers still use in the classroom, and it doesn't carry over to what students will see on a state assessment, for example.
Or their geometry class in
Yeah,
college.
exactly. So I need to give my students that equitable basis just for them to be able to have that same language, let alone expose them to, hey, I'm going to teach you how to do this, but I need to make sure I teach them how to do all the parts that they're going to be asked and expected to do. So what are they being held accountable to? I didn't have any kind of thing to compare it to. So later on, of course, now I have things like such as blueprints and item specifications that I'm able to look at and know that this is what the expectation is for grade level for my students, for the rigor that they should be at. And that awareness of being able to do that, and in my daily work now, get to share that with teachers. So that way I know that the students are going to be in a place where they have the ability to speak to and perform at that level. And as a minimum, like, that should at least be for all my students. In a way, my geometry example comes back. That doing a proof was part of the standard. It was not part of what I was taught. So therefore, I lacked in being able to perform and start at an equitable level at my college course. Well, why wouldn't we do that with our own high school students?